Local 3494. First of all, I'd like to say how disappointed I am in the fact finders' decisions. They were, oh, do I get 3 minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, yeah. Thank you. The fact finders' findings.
In fact, Bobby, if you'd like 5, that's fine too. I mean,
thank you.
This is an important issue, and
yeah.
So
thank
let's
you. I appreciate that.
Zoe, reset to 5. Sure.
The fact finders' decisions. The reason we're disappointed in that is because there was no reasoning behind it, except for the fact that the POA had already accepted it, and that just leads us to believe that these were not negotiations, that they were basically preordained. You know, also the entire negotiations, we took 3 meetings that we agreed on in the ground rules of these negotiations, took 3 meetings to put everything on the table, both sides. And by the I think it was the 5th meeting was the first time mediation was mentioned. I think it was the 7th meeting, the city asked if it seems that we might be at impasse. The proposal that we're now being imposed upon us was actually given to us at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think 10th meeting. One of the problems was there were 4 proposals presented by the city. All 4 of them were virtually the same. There was no movement in from our estimation by the city. As Tim indicated, you know, we did make movement. The first thing that we said was we'll pick up the 3%. You know, that was one of the first things we agreed on. We'll pick up the 3% for the pensions, which we don't have to until 2018, I believe. The last proposal by the city was on 2/11/13, and we continued to give proposals over and over. Tim and I had met away from the negotiating table to try and you know, come up with something, and I thought that we were. And you know, we continued to make movement throughout the negotiations. Sometimes it was small, sometimes to us it was very big, especially when it came to tiering, you know, our members. There were apparently some things in, you know, and I'm going to go off track a little bit, but I think this shows you where our thought process is. Recently, there was a test given for firefighter, and those people stood out in the cold. We have nothing to do with the testing process. We didn't, as I mentioned at a previous council meeting, we knew nothing about that. We knew nothing about that test. Well, it was written in the paper, and there were many comments, which no one clarified, that we should be ashamed of ourselves. I will tell you, the reason we are here today and the reason we are being imposed upon by you this evening is because we are trying to take care of those people that were standing out in the cold, that are trying to get these jobs, that are going to become members of our local, and they aren't yet. We feel very strongly about that. We have taken pay cuts in the past. We have taken on extra work. We have done everything we can or could to make sure that all of our members are paid appropriately and their benefits are equal to the rest of us. We all do the same job. And thank you. That's all I have to say.